is Tony Strickland, great conservative, great Californian. Tony, say hello.
Thank you, Hugh. Who's the next president of the United States? Who's going to change Washington? Who's the true leadership for a brand new America? Thank you so much for being here, and welcome all of you. Let's make sure we fight for the next few hours to make sure Mitt Romney is the next president of the United States.
There are a lot of great members of Congress in the House and the Senate who support Governor Romney. One of them has been fighting for California for years and for a secure border and a prospering economy. Was in the Reagan White House with me. Welcome, Jana Rohrabacher.
I couldn't help but notice the quote from Senator McCain in the paper.
I'm going to send you Tom.
It says, I am assuming I will be the nominee. Well, we've got a message for him, and he's going to get that message tomorrow. You know what that message is going to say? Say, Senator McCain, you can't ally yourself with Teddy Kennedy and expect us to vote for you. We respect Senator McCain for all he did in his wartime service. But we want a presidential candidate that is siding with the American people now, not 40 years ago. Did all of you notice in the debate when they asked him over and over again, would you have signed into law the very law that you and Senator Kennedy wrote on immigration? Did you notice his answer? He didn't give an answer. Well, Governor Romney's given us an answer. He's on our side, not the side of the illegal immigrants. So 1 week ago, the establishment was telling us Mitt didn't have a chance. Tomorrow, Mitt Romney's going to be on the way to the White House, and we're going to give him that boost. God bless you. Don't forget to vote tomorrow. Get all of your friends to vote. The future of our country is in our hands. The hands of the people of California. We sent Ronald Reagan to the White House. He saved the day during the Cold War. Mitt Romney is going to clean that mess up in Washington and save the day again. Thank you very much. God bless.
One of the very first members of Congress to come out to California and say Mitt Romney ought to be the choice of the Golden State is the great Buck McKeon, Congressman McKeon.
Thank you. Did you all enjoy watching the Super Bowl yesterday? Who did the pollster say was going to win? Who won the game? Up until a couple of days ago, who did the pollster say was going to win California? Now who's going to win? You got just 24 hours to make it happen. Go to work!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, uphill fight. You know, after all, Senator McCain's been endorsed by the New York Times. Senator McCain's been endorsed by the Los Angeles Times. Do you read the Los Angeles Times? Do you care what the Los Angeles Times thinks? Do you believe in tax cuts? Do you believe in the First Amendment? 72 hours, Rush Limbaugh has come over to our side. That's a very good thing. Laura Ingraham has come over to our side. Dennis Prager has come over to our side. Lars Larson has come over to our side. Mark Levin has come over to our side. And Sean Hannity has come over to our side. I love all those people, but I'm glad I was first. I want to tell you why. Last September, a year ago September, my publisher asked me to consider doing a book about Mitt Romney because they thought it would be a complete and utter fiasco for a liberal state governor to go forward and say, I can be the nominee of the Republican Party from Massachusetts. The Massachusetts governor is a Republican nominee. And so I sat down with him in his office a number of times back in Massachusetts. And as Dana and I can both tell you, they don't make many people like Ronald Reagan. We were in the White House together. In fact, I shared an office with a guy named John Roberts, the Chief Justice of the United States, pretty good Reagan conservative. Dana shared an office with a pretty good writer by the name of Peggy Noonan. Remember Peggy? There were a lot of great conservatives around Ronald Reagan, and so those of us who were there for a short time, a year, or those who were there for a long time. And Dana, how many years were you there? 7 years for Dana with the great.
Let me just note, when it comes to Supreme Court appointees, do we really want to nominate someone who's going to ask Teddy Kennedy his advice?
But I can tell you, I love that line from the debate when Vice President Quayle got wrapped up about Lloyd Benson knowing Jack Kennedy. I think Dana would agree with me that we knew Ronald Reagan, and we worked with Ronald Reagan, we worked for Ronald Reagan. And Mitt Romney is a lot like Ronald Reagan. I can also tell you this isn't going to be an easy campaign. Senator Obama is a phenomenally talented speaker who is touching chords in America which are new. He's talking about the future. He's not talking about the past. You look at the campaign right now, there are 2 Republicans in this race. Senator McCain's a great American, we honor his service, but he's talking about the past. Mitt Romney is talking about the future of this country. There are 3 parts to the Reagan coalition. First part are national security conservatives like Buck McCann and Dana Rohrabacher, and they understand that the jihadist threat is real and it's growing, and it's very complicated. It's not just Iraq, it's not just Afghanistan, it's Somalia, it's Venezuela, it's Iran's nuclear ambitions. When I sat down with Governor Romney, he already knew everything that had been written about this. He'd been thinking about it. He is prepared to take on the jihadist threat at every level. That's important. That's the first part of the stool. The second part is economic freedom, free markets for anyone who wants to produce and excel. The third part are the values that make America great, including honoring life in the womb